So, a letter from Mike Allen. A year after St. Louis, I had a much better idea what I was getting myself into. And yet, I still took the plunge and traveled back to Champaign to spend a week serving with CUCC's youth group. Perhaps you think I'm crazy. Some of my friends did. But I remembered the great parts of our trip to St. Louis, the dedicated hours of service, the aha moments, the fun and the joy in our kids' faces. And I saw that again this year as we worked for and learned about the history of our neighborhood to the North Chicago. Your kids are smart, and they really get it. Whether it was listening to our guides, Chris or Anna, sharing their history of poverty in the city, or working together to beautify the neighborhood garden, Lauren, Paul, and Brent brought it. As Sarah would say, when our kids work together, they make a fabulous team, and I was and am so proud of them. Perhaps the most striking experience for me was working at the Cornerstone Center in Uptown. We spent much of our morning cleaning vegetables, which were promptly prepared to serve. However, when we opened the serving window, there was a line of perhaps 75 people waiting for food. Men, women, children, Black, Asian, white, all in the same situation. That line didn't decrease in size for half an hour. Apparently, these folks all lived in the shelter and were served 3 meals a day here. 400 of them. They could have been any one of us. It really made me reflect on how lucky I am. Not just that I have a job, which could be lost at any time, but more importantly, that I have a safety net of family and friends who could help me should the worst happen. Most of these folks weren't so fortunate. To conclude, I'd just like to thank you for the opportunity to share this experience with your kids. It has been a privilege to serve with them in your name. You all have been and continue to be a blessing in my life. Yours in peace, Mike Allen.
So the youth trip was very octagonal. Octagonal for me. An octagon is correct. Not that number 8 has any significance, but rather that the multiple sides is my point. During the last day with the DOOR program, they asked us each to pick a word that described our experience. I chose octagon because I experienced a lot of different sides of Chicago. East Garfield Park, where we lived and stayed, is not a tourist destination. It is a neighborhood that is underprivileged, and as one DOOR staff put it, the city just forgot about. We also experienced places like Chinatown and Pilsen that showed us the ethnic diversity of the city and how many neighborhoods are ethnically focused. I saw many devoted people working hard to help injustices such as homelessness and hunger in the city. And I'll step away for just a moment as Paul alluded to Ellen. How did you describe it? The wheelbarrow. To put this more in perspective, this wasn't just an old beater car. This, I believe, was a brand new Prius that she had owned since it was new. So, that now looked like a wheelbarrow. I also experienced the new side of our youth. I was very honored to be a chaperone on the trip to these 3 fine people. They participated in the evening discussions, and it was clear to me that they were taking seriously the experiences that the trip was about. I saw the face of God in them as they worked at our different work sites. Whether it was packing 382 food care packages, or revitalizing a neighborhood garden, or preparing food and then serving it. There was very little complaining, and we often heard how our small group was getting more done than they expected. Personally, the trip for me was an excellent opportunity to press reset, to reset my perspective on my life of opportunity, to reset my view on the privileges that I enjoy, to reset my perspective with my work on the church mission team, to reset my interactions with God, and to reset my interactions with people. My prayer is that we may all have experiences like this mission trip to Chicago, to see the face of God in people we may normally overlook, to see the face of God in our coworkers that give of their time unbeknownst to us, and to see the face of God in ourselves as we find new ways to be a mission church.
Good morning, everyone. For those of you who might be new to our church, my name is Sarah Noseda, and I'm the Director of Religious Education here at Community. I got to go on the mission trip this year, my second year with our youth, and also with the co-chaperone David Gerstenecker and Mike Allen, who cannot be with us today. And I have to say that it was very similar in many ways to the trip last year, in that Saturday was, wow, I am not ready to be a parent. Just put it that way. Our young people they're amazing. Sometimes I can't believe they're chronologically the age they are. You wouldn't believe that they're 13 and 15. It blows you away. I mean, I'm gonna echo David's sentiment where people told us, at the beginning of our workday would say, well, you got a small group. We would like this to get done, but we understand. And at the end of the workday, they would come up to me and say, wow, we had a group in here 3 times the size, and they didn't get done what your group got done today. It was an honor and a privilege. The theme of Door was seeing God's face in the city. The idea, as it was explained to me, it was not that we were bringing God to people. We were not Christ bearers so much as Christ recognizers or Christ realizers. Our service in Chicago showed us the other side of a much loved city. We learned that family homeless shelters, food pantries, and decaying neighborhoods are as much a part of Chicago as Navy Pier, the Sears Tower, and the lake. Our service was about helping the people we served, but we also helped ourselves realize many, many truths. A favorite scripture of mine says, Christ has no hands but our hands. Learning to see our hands as able to bring God's love, but to also open them to accept it, was a part of our work and a big part of what we came away with. It was once again a privilege to work with such an amazing group of young people this year, and I thank you.